What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I got some new news for you concerning Billy Joe Saunders. The man has withdrew from the fight with Martin Murray on the June 23rd match that they were supposed to fight. The Englishman Martin Murray, was pretty pissed off about it, as he should be, because this is the second time they're supposed to fight. It was postponed from the March. Okay, now he just withdrew from the fight altogether, which I feel is strange, only because if Billy Joe was actually hurt like he said he is, or injured or whatever, why didn't he just set the date? You know what I mean? Because he knew that it's coming close to the time for either Golovkin to fight another opponent or Golovkin to look for an opponent if the Canelo fight doesn't work or doesn't happen. And it looks like it's not going to happen. I hope it doesn't, because again, there's no need to see another Canelo Triple G. However, if Golovkin does fight someone else, he would fight someone like Billy Joe Saunders. So Saunders feels he could get a couple million, or £1.5 million for fighting Golovkin in Kazakhstan, because they supposed to fight in Kazakhstan. So that fight has been in the works before. I think Billy Joe did pull out of that fight. It's a strategic move, simply because, Martin Murray could upset Billy Joe. Then Billy Joe lost the belt, and then Golovkin already beat Martin Murray. Then probably the next title defense Martin Murray gets in, no disrespect to Martin Murray, but if he fights someone else like Jacobs, they can take that WBO belt back, or take that belt from Martin Murray quickly than Billy Joe, because I see Billy Joe, keeping it longer. But everyone has a reckoning, so it has to happen. So you can't get pissed off at Billy Joe. I mean, it's jacked up for Martin Murray, because he spent a lot of time getting in shape on two separate occasions, okay? That takes time, money, body wear and tear. That takes a lot out of a fighter to get prepared mentally, spiritually, for a fight that doesn't happen. It gets postponed, then he withdraws from the fight. So yeah, I mean, I would be pissed off at that, and I hope he does get a good opponent. If I was going to recommend anyone for Martin Murray, I would recommend Gary Spike O'Sullivan. That would be a good fight. That would be a very good fight, because the only two people that has beat Gary Spike O'Sullivan has been Billy Joe Saunders and Chris Eubank Jr. So, I think that he could possibly get a good fight, hopefully for the same amount of money, because everybody has to eat. But for Billy Joe, yeah, I would definitely wait out. But if he's in the ring and he's waiting this long, he might suffer from ring rust, because I think he played the waiting game. He waited to Golovkin to look less effective, to look less threatening, to look more human. And I think he's doing what everyone else is doing. So, but no, man, I really feel that, the possibility of Billy Joe, he's playing a dangerous game, though, because if he hasn't fought since December, that's almost 7 months ago. So since it's almost 7 months ago, and then he's going to wait another, probably into September, maybe, because Golovkin just fought this month. So, he stopped Martirosyan last month, June, July, August, September. Well, that's 4 more months. So that puts Billy Joe at like 10 months of inactivity. So he could come in ring rusty, just because, looking at his previous fights where he hasn't fought for a while, he comes in sluggish. He comes in not like 100%, and he should really be focusing on that, or really putting that in perspective. I think he should get a fight, at least fight someone, but he's trying to stay fresh and stay available for that negotiation to take place. That's what I feel. But again, that's what you're dealing with. So you really can't just get pissed off about it. But one thing we will know for certain if a Billy Joe Saunders and Golovkin fight is made, we'll know why he stepped out of the Martin Murray fight. So this answer to ask yourself, really, did he legitimately step out due to injury? We'll find that out if he fights Golovkin. Because if he ends up fighting Golovkin, you know that, yeah, he pulled out due to some, that was his excuse. That was his way out of the fight, to withdraw out of the fight, out of the Martin Murray fight, and, get in there with the Golovkin fight, and then we'll have a full middleweight unification, which, at the end of the day, you can't be mad at that. You know what I'm saying? But again, it sucks for Martin Murray. I hope he finds a good opponent and makes the amount of money or the parallel money that he would have made fighting Billy Joe Saunders. I don't know what his purse is, but I hope it's a good one. But for Billy Joe, I hope he really isn't hurt, and I hope he is waiting for Golovkin, because I would want that. That's the fight that's on my radar that I would love to get made. Okay, I would love for that fight to get made. Golovkin taking on a big, slick southpaw. I want to see what he can do with Billy Joe, and vice versa. So, yeah, only time will tell to ask you that question about Billy Joe. But, one thing to sure, I hope if he is hurt, I hope he recuperates and doesn't spend too much time out of the ring. And if he isn't looking for a Golovkin fight or a Canelo fight, he would take a fight after he recovers. You know what I mean? So, but, the last point is he did withdraw. So the fight is off. So that is a big question mark, Do you ask yourself, like, wow, wait a minute. Why would he just, because actually you remember the Sean Porter Keith Thurman fight, that was put off twice. It damn near took them a year to get that fight, for the fight to happen, and it finally happened. You know what I mean? But it wasn't for Keith Thurman withdrawing from the fight. So there had to be a legitimate reason that Billy Joe withdrew from the fight. And, Martin Murray might have, a very interesting point with that, because you just, for a guy to waste a guy's time, you're going to go on Twitter and apologize to the fighter. But no, fight him if that's the person you wanted to fight. So, but anyway, you guys tell me what you think about it. Billy Joe and Martin Murray. Please subscribe. And you guys been counterpunched. Peace.